the strings.
Wow. Oh, yeah. Ready?
Say go, go, go.
She don't know what to do now. Baby, can you say turbo? Can you say turbo? Say boost. Boost. All right. So the baby's been playing around the shop for a little while. She really enjoys the Civic. If you guys aren't, follow me on Instagram. You guys are missing out on that baby's like wonderful little moments. So be sure to follow me at MotionAutoTv. But she's been running around. She's been playing with the Civic. I've been kind of doing a couple little random things. Me and Jamie just went and had some dinner. But you could see we got the new lights in the shop, and the baby is just absolutely enjoying running around and just having like a lot of space. Obviously, this isn't like a jungle gym, but one of the things I wanted to do was I installed the HID headlight bulbs from the that random Civic or whatever, and then I had an issue with the tail lights. Tail lights weren't working, so I was diagnosing that, and guess what it was?
Go, go, go.
It was a missing fuse. So yeah, I've been doing a couple little things like that, and then Jamie and the baby, they've been listening to some 90s country music, dancing with each other. And fun fact, that's one of the reasons why I like Jamie so much, is she likes 90s country music.
Show me your new shift boot.
Yeah, I need to install it. That's the new shift boot. And it'll match the seats. But I don't know, there's just something different about a woman that likes 90s country music, and I know you dudes will probably agree, right, Ty? I mean, if your woman don't like 90s country music, you...
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not saying anything bad, but I like Jamie. Look how bright them things are now.
This one's way bright now. I don't know if it's just the positioning and the thing, but...
Now I need to kind of tuck these. So, plans for tonight. We do have a set of Ditchworks injectors and a nice big fat Ditchworks 400 fuel pump. I think it's just 400. So the plan is to try to get this thing running correctly. And I think one of the things I really needed to do is check base timing. I know that's such a simple thing, but I had the head off of this thing 2 or 3 times just because it kept pulling studs out of the block until I finally put the big cert in there. But one weird thing is that it has that, it's like an unorthodox racing pulley down there, and it doesn't have any timing marks on it. So it's hard to kind of check base timing when you don't have that. But good thing that we had all them other D16s laying around. So I went ahead and I stole the timing stuff off of it, the little front cover and the crank pulley or whatever. So we should be able to get this thing kind of set base timing wise. Lock that in at 60 degrees with the Honda, and then I think that'll help us. That'll actually help us. And then we'll get those. Oh, the other thing I was thinking about checking was the ohms on the injectors. So this car does have a resistor box wired in for basically low impedance injectors, whereas factory Hondas have high impedance injectors. Basically means they're either 16 ohms or like 2 to 3 ohms. And so I'll check the resistance on the injectors real quick, because that could be something just insanely simple that could be an issue. So I'm gonna go ahead and check a couple of those little things, and then try to get this thing running right, because I would definitely like to get it tuned and running. But hopefully you guys are enjoying the new lights in the shop. Baby's definitely enjoying them. She's really enjoying it. I just like looking at everything in here now. Now that it's nice and clean, and we just need to fix that. Is this a parts delivery? Alright, open them up. Oh no. You know what that was? That's my freaking pants. They just keep ripping. Hey baby, let's open these guys. There they are. There they are. Alright, so I think I goofed, but I'm getting a phone call.
Oh, sideline?
No, some Instagram guys trying to ask me questions. So here, Ty, hop on the film real quick. So right here, this is got my little voltmeter here. And this is a DSM 450 injector. And these are commonly, let's see, let's go to the resistance. What are you doing? Okay. No, I'm not saying you. Okay, so see, 3.2, 2.7, whatever. So that means these are low impedance. And this is a DSM resistor box. And so basically what happens is you give, I believe you just give it power over here, and then it gives all these guys
Did you just take this out?
No, I need to take that out. So then we come over here to these injectors that I put in here. And we take a look at those. So those are 12. So 12 ohms resistance versus 2.8 of resistance. And then I'm assuming these Dtworks. Oh, thank you, Jamie. Oh, I was going to call you Jamie. Thank you. Thank you, baby. You're so sweet. And then, alright, so thanks to baby Carson for bringing over these Dtworks. So these are some 1200cc big dogs, and we should be able to make like over 500.
Don't you know that's not possible
on E?
It's not possible on a D series, but
on E.
The internet says you can't do it on a D series.
I mean, there's been plenty of freaking D series that make over 500.
Oh, I know.
I mean, and I'm almost even ready to give up on this thing before it even makes that.
Hi.
So there we go, boys.
Honda.
High impedance, because like I said, factory they are, and then I got these RCs from a Honda guy, and I just kind of put them in there and it ran, and then, so I guess we need to delete that resistor box, and then probably put these in, and then we should be good.
You think that'll solve all the issues?
I hope.
That'd be tight. That would be tight.
Alright, so this was the plug that was going into the resistor box, and so this basically gives them all power. Like this has like a 12 volt going in, of like whatever ohms or whatever voltage or whatever, and then it knocks it down to 3 ohms around that to all these 4 outputs, and these go to your injectors. So I just gave it the old snip, unplugged it, came over here, cut them all off, twisted them, and then gave her the little Home Depot special. So
that's code, huh? That's code right there. That's up to code.
That's somebody's code. Do you think these are the right injector wires? I think brown was the first one, right?
Yeah. Someone said they're not. They're like.
I don't know.
They're non-sequential or something.
Start it?
They don't. Yeah. It's gonna be loud, baby.
It ain't that.
Well, for the baby, it might be.
Check the timing.
Yeah. Base timing does sound a little off.
So I have yeah, because it, I don't know.
Did you find your timing light?
It's right here.
Oh.
We got the timing light. So we got the timing. Oh, baby, be careful with the
wrench.
With that wrench.
Oh.
She was slapping a zip tie on the paint a moment ago. There they are.
They come with the adapter plugs as well, but this harness already has them hardwired, so you don't have to use them. But if you need to, the Dtworks ones just come with them, so they're like plug and play for your application. So. And then we'll put the fuel pump, which is here, in later. We're just trying to get it to run. Get it to run good.
Alright, so we lied about them being plug and play. The injector wiring that they had on here is just kind of the Honda stuff, and these ones, the new injectors have like a little another little tab on them that's kind of weird. And honestly, like these ones, like these little clips on the inside were getting kind of loose, and I was kind of tired of them anyhow, so we're just gonna go ahead and wire some new ones in.
This is like a three prong versus a.
It's essentially the same style injector clip, but it just has like one little more thing right there. But it is nice because it has rubber, and it's got these new clips that go like that instead of the other ones. So if you ever want to unplug them, it'll just be nicer. So these bad boys right here, that is a non-insulated butt connector with adhesive lined heat shrink on top of it, and so I think that's pretty good. So there's a lot of debate on solder in engine bays, and a lot of people basically say that the solder will get hot and expand, or it gets brittle and it snaps, whereas they say an actual crimped connector is a little bit better. And then I think it kind of an extra layer of protection with the adhesive lined stuff, just because it always kind of stays together and seals out all the moisture and everything. So now I just need to get on Honda. They send you, the baby was playing with the Deechworks box right here, but so you'll see they send you the flow data. So then basically what I'll do is go ahead and put in these like the pulse width and everything. Actually, no, I need the actual, where's the other numbers? I know they have them online. This is gonna be a big dog fuel pump. Alright, so now I'm just scaling the injectors. So you can see stock injector size 240, current injector size 1200 cc, and then the important thing that you need to do is injector voltage compensation. So you can see right here, this is the volts versus the dead time. Basically, like how many, like basically what the dead time is depending on the different voltages, you know, whether you're 8 volts or 24 volts, but mostly you'll be, you know, 12 and 14 volts. So you can see at 8 volts, come over here at 3 bar, which is like 43 psi, is 2.33. So you just go ahead and put that in there, same as there, and you basically just follow the numbers as you go along, and the bar is what your fuel pressure is. So that's pretty simple. And then we'll go ahead and we'll just upload that to the car and see if she starts. I guess probably needs to build the fuel pressure.
Trevor's trying to kill us in here, so do the responsible thing and open this door. Getting ready to go on its main voyage. Favorite 4,300
RPM breakup.
Did you enable Vtec?
No. Maybe it wants Vtec.
I think it probably does. I don't understand this damn car.
it breaks up. The air fuel's correct, exactly where it needs to be, but it just like loads up and it's just ignition. I know it's something with that stupid distributor, and I should probably just quit messing with it and just do the coil unplug and just call that good. Alright, so we figured out that they actually did wire in this harness. They just extended it. So I thought they just wired it straight into the harness, but yeah, I don't know. I'm just trying to find anything loose.
I mean, the distributor could just be bad, bud. You know?
I have to plug in all that shit and just plug in another distributor, because that other one has the same plugs.
Yeah. Will it reach? Will the old harness reach to the stock plugs on the distributor? Probably not, because it's all tucked back there.
I don't know.
Can you like de-tuck it and get it up here?
And everything is pretty much already disconnected, though. I mean,
Might as well just pull this one out and try the new one just in case. Eliminate all of our possible issues, you know. First drive a new Dizzy and
new old harness.
new old harness, new old Dizzy.
That's boost cut.
That was? What do you have it set at? Boost, yeah. I mean, I can't see in the dark what that is, but it's like 8 pounds or something. Boost cut?
Yeah, it should be
8 pounds.
I almost put her in reverse thinking we had 6th.
Woo! Put it in race mode. Let's put it in race. Oh, it's already revving way better.
Okay, we're ready to go freaking.
Give her the street tune, huh?
Parameters, where's that?
So just raise boost cut from 10,000 to 15.
That was.
Where are your AFRs right there? I didn't even see it.
That's the first time I've hit boost in a freaking long time like that. And
Like
something that's
actual-
not like my stop.
Yeah, or the truck.
What was that? Alright, so
The AFRs, you're at like 11, you're at like 10.8. Let's see.
that's almost 16 pounds of boost.
Yeah. But boost cut at 15,
I
so.
wonder if it's hitting Vtec. If Vtec's enabled or not. off some tech. It runs now.
Runs good.
Man, I don't know what was up with that harness or that distributor or whatever the hell it was, but man, that was so stupid. And now she's Vtec ripping hard. It's funny, the brakes were like shooting sparks off them when we hit them just a little bit ago. But yeah, I think I'll show you guys the harness, and then that's probably gonna be all the pulls we're gonna do tonight. But we're gonna turn her up big time tomorrow. I know a lot of you already told me that it was a great idea to buy that $200 Civic with the SI cluster and you know, all the other parts and stuff. But now that car is just paying off like way more, because we robbed the engine harness out of it. Even though it wasn't the greatest thing in the world, it actually worked out really well. So somebody actually took the time on that harness, since it was an EK, so an OBD2B or an OBD2A car, but it had a D16Z6 swapped in it, which is exactly what this is. So it had the right sensors for like the idle air control valve and all that type of stuff. The injector's wired, the Vtec wired to the harness, even though it was a non-Vtec harness. They did wire the Vtec into it because they did have a chipped P28 and a jumper harness in it, and that's pretty much man, my throat's weird. But that's pretty much exactly what's in here. So we went ahead and stuffed the harness on here really quick, just like, screw this thing, let's just plug in the minimum it needs to run, and we did, and put the distributor off of that car as well. You know, obviously this distributor has a nice plug-in, so it's not all stupid like this one where it had that giant like rat's nest of butt connectors and stuff. So honestly, it could just be the actual distributor that was bad, or something wrong with it, because I mean, as soon as we pulled out of the shop, we did a pull and it was great. And then we, you know, the fuel and timing table was actually from my B16 car a long time ago that I actually played with a little bit on the dyno myself. It made like 340 horse then. This definitely isn't as fast, but it feels really, really good. It was hitting about 16 pounds a boost on this Shanghai spinny guy right here. And so you can see it's got a little bit of oil kind of coming out of it because it's been coughing a little bit. Little bit of shaft play, but you know, that turbo it probably only has like 100 miles on it, or probably the miles that I put on this car actually. But yeah, so tomorrow gonna go over this thing, install like the electronic boost controller, wire all that stuff into the Honda, actually hook up the flex fuel sensor, and a bunch of little things like that. Now that we actually figured this stupid thing out, and I don't know. I'm really, really stoked to actually have another like Honda to play with. These things are just so much fun. But I was sitting there and I kind of wanted to like catch this thing on fire for a little bit, just because I didn't understand like what was up with that stupid ignition thing. And I've always had random weird issues with stupid distributors. So I've really been debating a K-swap. But this thing is fully built, forged, sleeved. It does have a stock cam in it, but it has valve springs, retainers, and little stuff like that. So we are a little bit limited in certain areas, but the block should handle almost whatever we can throw at it. But yeah, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think of the freaking Hondas. If you guys are stoked, smash that thumbs up button. Again, check out the Instagram. There's always little updates and stuff here and there. I'm trying to kind of pump up them Instagram numbers. So if you guys want to hop on there, I'd appreciate that. And if you guys are new to the channel or been lingering for a little while, I mean, it doesn't hurt to hit that subscribe button. So yeah, probably see you tomorrow. I've been trying to get back on the dailies, and so I guess we'll see you tomorrow.